San Juan, Puerto Rico. What do you think of when you think of San Juan? A businessman might tell you he considers this city the link to the Caribbean. It's strategically located. It's bilingual. Others think of San Juan and think of beaches and sun. But there are some interesting things happening here in this island city. San Juan is a city that's beginning to operate like a business. This is the Department of Public Works, San Juan's branch for road and sewer construction, conservation, and city maintenance. The Department of Public Works now operates like a business. What's happened is a staggering 500% increase in productivity in less than a year and a half. The city has improved services and even added services without hiring additional employees and at no additional cost to the taxpayers. It all started back in 1982 with the mayor of San Juan, Dr. Hernan Padilla. Mayor Padilla has long believed that government should be run more like a business and that the tax-paying public deserves to get their money's worth. Most people, he says, pay out and get nothing in return. So finally, he decided the time had come to stop making government a burden to the public and start to improve services without raising taxes. And the first step, just the same as in any business, to combine trained people with a smooth operation and a healthy labor management relationship. To do that, he hired an outside firm, the Public Service Institute. The Public Service Institute specializes in public service improvement. With their help, San Juan designed a program to improve services to the public by improving worker productivity. A group of key people were trained in how to identify problems and analyze solutions. They were trained in scheduling and developing methods to measure productivity. In turn, these people then trained some 80 others, forming what were to become known as resource groups. Once the groups had identified a problem and determined the solution, they would work together with the department's executive team to implement that solution. At the same time, the workers received their own form of training. Through the use of audiovisuals and workbooks, they learned such techniques as concrete construction, vehicle preventive maintenance, and road repair. Then it was out to the field for one-on-one training. And what they accomplished is pretty impressive. The amount of asphalt and concrete poured per man-day jumped from under half a ton to almost 3.5 tons, an improvement of 700%. The average time it takes to repair a vehicle has been reduced by over 85%. The city now cleans 7 times the number of sewers as before in the same amount of time. A new procedure has been installed for handling citizen complaints and requests for services. There's a central office whose sole purpose is to handle complaints from the public. The system even includes a personal follow-up letter or phone call to the person who originally filed it. And on top of all that, absenteeism is reduced, motivation is higher, and the morale level is way up. People seem to like the new way of doing things. Today, the Department of Public Works is not only maintaining the city of San Juan, they're also building new roads, new sidewalks, new sewers. They're able to use a larger share of federal construction funds to take on new projects. Projects they formerly wouldn't consider because it didn't seem they had the manpower. They're developing 6-month work plans, and the new management team is strong. Strong enough to stay in place even when the inevitable moment comes, and this mayor leaves office. The savings from all this? An estimated $7 million. And that's something all of San Juan is proud of. But perhaps the real key, says Mayor Padilla, was breaking down the attitudes that create barriers to productivity. Once that happened, other barriers were easy to see. And the result? San Juan has taxpayers that are finally getting their money's worth. Mayor Padilla says it was an experiment. No one thought it could be done. But this is an experiment that obviously worked.
I thought it was possible to operate as the private sector does. So we asked the private sector itself to improve our efficiency, and it was the Public Service Institute that was able to introduce new concepts. We have seen improvement in the field, we've seen improvement in management, we have seen improvement in the supervisory level. I think the city now has a program that will work for the present, and it will set a goal for the future.
Now he's eager to expand it to other departments. He likes the way the city works. He's proud that together, his people did it. And it seems the mayor has a right to think of his people as new pioneers from the city of San Juan. It's amazing what a city can do for itself when it wants to.
Ya ustedes aprendieron lo que tenían que aprender.